It's an exponential function, right?
No. The exponential has to look like this.
Oh, right.
Or 1/2 to 2x minus 1.
Well, it would be x squared plus 2x equals 24.
Good. So let's see if we can factor it quickly. If not, we'll use the quadratic formula or we'll use the feature in the calculator and get the answers. If it takes more than 30 seconds to factor, forget it. Let's use the calculator. Anyone?
Oh, it's going to be x plus 6, x minus 4.
Excellent. So we have two options. I have no clue. What do we conclude?
That x equals 4 is our answer.
Yes, in the interval 0, infinity, not a solution. Here's why. Try to plug in natural log -6 or -4, -6 plus 2. The calculator will scream at me thinking that I lost my mind. Let's see what it's going to do. You should tell me, lady. Okay? As expected. That's the reason why the only solution is x equals 4. If you want to be on the safe side, and then you can go back and check. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then when you add these two, you're going to get the guaranteed natural log 24. Good. So now we covered all the preliminaries and everything we needed. So finally, let's look at an application. Okay. Let's take a look at something like this. We are given a function. It's entitled the value of a stock, fine. The value of a share of Danube Incorporated stock, T weeks. So we always, when we read a problem, I highly recommend take notes. We all forget. So this is 73 on 204, and I have T in weeks. Then I will copy the function, v of t, the value, function of time, which is in weeks, 75 minus 50 e to -0.04 t. Fine. What is the value of the share after 20 weeks? That's part A. Part B, what was the original purchase price of the share? Original. And part C, I want to copy them so I can stop sharing. When will the share of the stock be worth $60? When? Again, this is only algebra. So we're asked to find the value of the stock after 20 weeks. What are we asked to do? What are we going to do?
We just have to plug 20. Where's the t?
Exactly, v of 20. And we'll come back and plug it in the calculator. What about the word original? Also called initial value. What does that mean? What are we asked to do for initial or original? Not 20 weeks into the process, but originally, initially. What are we?
Just sold for t?
No, originally.
Just the money before investing.
Correct, but what is when we talk about originally or initially?
Would it be t of 0?
Yes, v of 0 when t is 0. So originally means t equals 0. Initially, the initial value when time was 0. Yes, so we're going to You know how I like it. I like to put the function in so I don't have to enter it many times. I enter the function in once, and then I plug in 20, and then I plug in 0. What about this one? So this is very easy with the calculator. What are we asked now? What is this telling us? So when will the stock, the value of the stock, be $60? What does this mean? What am I asked to determine this time?
In how many weeks it'll be $60?
Exactly. Awesome. So I do not have t. T is unknown. When? So how do I set this up to find t? Very good. Awesome.
Now we just have to make it look like it's an equation. Then
How do I write the equation?
It's 75 minus 50 e to the power of negative 0.04 t, and then it's all equals to 60.
That's it. Awesome. Brilliant. Thank you. So we're going to come back to this. Let's put this in the calculator, and then we'll continue with this. Awesome. Because the value is 60. Awesome. Great job. Thank you. So
Wait, what was the 20 weeks? What's that for? I'm sorry, I missed that.
that's the question. It says here, what is the value of the share after 20 weeks?
Oh, it's another question. Oh, okay. It's a separate question.
Part A. Part A, what is the value of the share after 20 weeks? Part B, what was the original purchase price? Do you see?
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. So please do this. Punch in the function in y equals 75 minus 50. E, you know how to find E right here. And the power, you know me, I'm in love with my parentheses. Negative 0.04 x, close the parenthesis. So once you have the function, as you see it here, just go to second and table. Oh, sorry, I worked with my calculus 2 class. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Oh, no, not with this. Good. That's good. So make sure that the independent variable is in the ask mode. Okay. So what I need to plug in is 0 and 20. So let's see. Let me highlight. Of course, for 0 is very clear. So it's 25. Do not forget the measurement unit is dollars. And for 20 weeks, 52.53. 52.53. Don't forget the measurement unit. We're talking about US dollars. Okay, now, how do I solve this equation? What is the first step?
Subtract 75.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Negative 50e to negative 0.04t. 60 minus 75, negative 15. Awesome. What is the next step?
Divide by 50.
Exactly. Divide both sides by negative 50. Awesome. 15 over 50, and I can simplify by 5. 3 over 10 is not important. What do I do next? And we had an example like this a few minutes ago. What did we do?
Do you times by ln?
Yes, we apply. We apply the procedure called natural log. Excellent. When I bring this in front, what happens to natural log e? Because I should write times natural log e. But how much is this?
1.
1 equals natural log of 15 over 50. Good. So now t. How do I get t? Final step.
Divide by negative 0.04.
Make sure that you don't separate anything here. This is a single number. T equals. Careful how you plug it in, please. Let's do this together here. Okay, so we have natural log and we have 15 over 50. Close the parenthesis, divide. You need parentheses because this number starts with a negative symbol, 0.04. And now this is the number of weeks. It has to be a positive number. The number of weeks when the stock is supposed to get to $60. 30.1, or yes, 30.1 weeks. What if you say, show me that this is correct? Very good. If you say that, I have 75 minus 50 times E, parentheses, negative 0.04 times the previous answer. I want the calculator to take the whole thing, not the approximation. I don't want to truncate this number. When I click enter, the answer has to be 60. If when I click enter, the answer is not 60, I will have to go back to the drawing board. I have a terrible mistake somewhere. Now, if I don't use the previous answer, and I write 75 minus 50 times E to power negative 0.04, and I truncate that number times 330.099, I will not get 60. I will get close to 60, either above or below, but I will not get 60. But I made the calculator use the entire answer. In other words, I made the calculator take this answer, not this answer. Plug in this. That's why I got exactly 60. Any questions?